The hymn of Barca rings out around Montjuic for the first time. Well, I will take you through the Barca lineup just to see if the at Spurs after 2 years at Villarreal, Mana Solomon should Kane, I was going to say, be injured or indeed maybe even move from the club. Let's indeed the Frank Rijkaard years wearing the number 6 shirt. Here is Romeo playing the ball forward, and Davinson Sanchez now up against Rafinha. It's a ball across, looking for Lewandowski, who puts Barcelona ahead. And a fine opening goal from Barcelona. Rafinha outpacing Davinson, and Lewandowski doing what Lewandowski does best.
Well, only 2 minutes and a half for Barcelona to break the deadlock. And what a fine goal. Rafinha doing what Xavi wants him to do. Break to the space, and then the assist. Magnificent for Robert Lewandowski.
Who likes his teams to play on the front foot. And there's another ball up and over the top, and it's Lewandowski in once again. Davinson Sanchez across. It's cut out, and there's Rafinha, and a golden chance. And it certainly has been Spurs' problems. Short to Pedro Porro. Lifts it into the air and the header down. Ter Stegen comfortably. Here's Balde.
The opposite as Real Madrid, Lucas.
Lewandowski trying his luck from distance. Vicario with a very dramatic save to palm that one away, and Rafinha picks up the rebound. Tottenham back in numbers, and Reguilon, an insulating layer as Lo Celso drives that in, and it
so far by the Catalan club.
There is Reguilon. We'll get back to Barca's registering in just a moment. It's an opportunity for Spurs, and they are level, and it's Oliver Skipp with the goal. Barca opened up, initially down the left by Reguilon. They have been pressing. They've had 3 corners, Tottenham, in the last few minutes. An unexpected source for the goal, but 3 fouls though in the first 25 minutes, and the first yellow card for the former Brighton player, Ivory Coast star, as that effort was a stunning bit of vision. Good save by Vicario. There's Lo Celso with the free kick. Into the centre it goes. It was over Lewandowski. It's going to fall to Solomon. Appeals for handball, nothing doing, and then the shot from Solomon goes wide. It's given a free roll here as Lo Celso will try and steer himself away from Romeo. Does find Perisic. Spurs have 4 in the area now, and it's into the centre, and there is the second goal, and it's Oliver Skipp yet again. Doesn't really muster a smile, but that's a fine finish. He's been all over the midfield in the last few minutes, Oliver Skipp. And he's now got a second goal for himself and a second goal for Tottenham.
Their first game of the campaign.
Mana Solomon put in by Richarlison down that far side, will go for goal, but Marc-Andre Ter Stegen well positioned, but a ball in. If anyone had been on the end of that, it would have been trouble for Spurs, as that is a real opportunity. Rafinha looked like he had a certain header in. Yeah. And there is the half-time whistle here to his players out there after, as we mentioned, they kind of took their foot off the gas, but Pedro Porro, yeah, still now playing up front. It's a very fluid system as Richarlison looks to turn and shoot. Doesn't test Ter Stegen, but that's his first real sight of goal by Perisic for catching the striker. Now Pedri on the turn, and Pedri on the first time effort.
What a player
challenge. Perisic now taking on Koundé, pulling it back. It's going to drop for Pedro Porro, and it's a save by Ter Stegen to deny the Spaniard. Oliver Skipp with a challenge now. So many fresh legs for Barca. May well see the game sway in their favour. Now an opportunity for Marcos Alonso down this near side, playing it across. It's a really good challenge from Davinson Sanchez to deny Ferran Torres. Back into the centre, Romeo pulling strings, clipping that one forward, and Perisic with the challenge over on that right-hand side. And
defenders.
There's Marcos Alonso down this near side. Now 5 Barca players for. That's a good ball, and it is Abde who came round the back looking to pull it across, but just catching it.
To take on and try and fail and try again. And this is Gundogan, let's see.
Here he is, the treble winner last time out, looking to get a challenge in. It's Davinson Sanchez once more with a sliding tackle. I think I said early on that Davinson Sanchez may not have much wiggle room in terms of whether he stays. Gundogan will take this corner. Into the area it goes, headed up by Perisic to that far post for Ferran Torres, and Vicario just making sure. I think it might have been going wide, but Reguilón far too much to do there. Jules Koundé could just roll the ball back to Ter Stegen. Perisic putting himself about. It was Perisic that fouled Eric Garcia a few minutes ago. Gives control. Ziabde will play it across. Koundé with the header. I just wanted to say it was a pass, much like in the first half when Lewandowski was trying to get in behind. Another free kick given away, this time Richarlison knocked over. Not to go into too much detail, but I've got a feeling that Spence has options in the centre, lifts it all the way up and over to that far side, nodded down. Then Scarlett prods it back. Bissouma feigns to shoot, goes over, and you've got to say goes over in very dramatic fashion.
Look at that, Lucas. That's lovely from Spurs.
Tottenham, change is made. Pedro Porro with a very focused look, lifts it up and over the wall. It was Lo Celso.
The province of Andalusia, and he was on loan last season at Linares, where he proved himself with 12 goals.
Here's Barca into the area, an opportunity. Barca are level. It's Ferran Torres, set up by the very young substitute Lamine Yamal. Ferran Torres, the beneficiary. Spurs opened up by the pace of the Barca substitute, and it is 2-2 here in the Gamper Trophy.
Well, reaction from Football Club Barcelona. The fans, they really need something to cheer about, because it was all about Tottenham. A bright future. Take a look.
Here he is in the ball once again. Lamine Yamal playing it across to Ziabde, tries his luck, and it's a good stop from Vicario. Once again, I will just say, it's a fine effort. Barca on the front foot, heads it away, doesn't allow it to go for a corner. Lamine Yamal over on that far side, and he's dragged down, and that's the only real answer that Reguilón had there. All 10 outfield players up back for Spurs here, and a direct shot for goal, and I've got to say, Vicario saved that.
They were defending now, and they were looking to me a little bit lost, and that is because Oriol Romeu is not anymore on the pitch.
Here's Ansu Fati through the centre with an opportunity to win it, and he has done just that. Ansu Fati off the bench, and Barcelona's substitutes.
Well, Lucas, if there is something Ansu Fati can do, if there is something he knows how to do, that is put the ball at the back of the net. Second goal for Football Club Barcelona's number 10. It's one of the best in the business, when in favor, we have to say that he comes from Pep Guardiola.
Sergio Reguilón pulling up, injured there. Now Barca with an opportunity for another one, and they have it. And it's Ziabde. Reguilón just stopped. Barca moved forward. The marking was again all over the place in the back for Tottenham. Ziabde with an easy finish.
Again, Lamine Yamal breaking through his side. We have to watch once again what happened there, because maybe Reguilón wasn't fit at all to follow the run of the youngster, or one of the sensations of the preseason.
And there it is, it's all over. Two late goals from Barcelona win the Trofeo Gamper. The two coaches in discussion on the sidelines.